Let's go.
Wednesday afternoons, hoping you will tune into our show.
Had you worried, didn't it?
Yeah, I was. I was thinking, have I signed into the wrong one again? so I had to
No,
log.
that was.
All right,
No,
yeah.
I'm back, safe and sound.
Right, that's good. Yeah, so I had to log out and log back in just to make sure that I've got the right one. Right. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the Football Referee with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me bruv.
And me, Trevor Gear, and I call him Cuz.
Right. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Right. So, I actually read something that that contradicted what you said the last time on the show about Pep Guardiola. We always start this show with
Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, he must feel very privileged. So anyway, there was something that you said. You said you can never see. I can't remember if he was on the last one or the one before that. But anyway, you said you can never see him being sacked. And quite a lot of people did echo that same sentiment. Like, he's too good a manager to be asked to go or leave. But I see that momentum building up now. I see it building up now because he seems not to be all right. So there was a game where he won by 3-0 and we thought he was back, but that's one game in almost 12, almost a dozen
12
games.
Yeah.
So
Well, it is 12 games. Yeah.
Is it 12 games? Yeah. So he's actually lost 9 out of 12 games, which is really bad. So do you think it's time? I know I'm going to get a lot of sticks on YouTube for this. There's a group of guys that come to attack me every time I talk about Pep Guardiola. Oh yeah, the media. Well, they call us the media. Yeah, well, they say, oh, the media.
Yeah.
I don't know what the media keeps saying, and I'm thinking, well, there's a compliment there. We're the media now. But anyway,
let's take it.
Why not? Why not? So your thoughts on Pep Guardiola? Do you think it's time for him to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's 12 games now, and I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think he's lost 10, won 1, and drawn 1. I think it's that. Or other, he's lost 9 and drawn 2. But anyway, it's around that number.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I think which contradicts people who say he might be sacked is he's just signed a new 2-year contract. Yeah. Now, I don't think the board would have let him do that. I know that's not always a sign of confidence in the manager on the part of the board, but I don't think they would have given him that. And I think, frankly, any football club owners who sacked Pep Guardiola would be ridiculed from here to kingdom come, because he's not like most managers. There's a very small number of elite managers who you could actually argue were unsackable. I mean, I think Jurgen Klopp was one of those at Liverpool, because of what they are, their personality, what they achieve. I mean, he won Liverpool their first title in, it was many years, wasn't it? Probably 20 or 30 years, I think, did Klopp. And Guardiola, what he's achieved, he's won 4 on the trots, and I think 6 altogether, 6 Premier League wins, league champions. So he's beyond sacking. I just don't see how any board could sack him. I think if there's a more likely scenario, it's that he might decide to go himself. He might, if he goes the rest of the season, really not winning many games, he may really mean what he said after the game last weekend. That was, I'm not good enough now. And if he really believes that, I mean, it's good he takes responsibility as well as the players. But if he really believes that lack of confidence, what he's going through, he might think, I don't like this. I can't handle this anymore. And he might really start to think, actually, I'm going to walk away. Doing the club a favour almost to save them sacking him, which is what he might think. I don't think that would ever happen. But he's a human being, and we all know if we're not achieving things we set out to do and we get a long run of bad performance, it can have an effect on you in all sorts of ways. It'll disturb your sleep and all sorts of stuff. So, as I say, he's human. He could just lose interest in the sense that he can't see it coming back. Now, that said, I've heard him say, going back a few weeks, that he wants to put it right and he's determined to do that. So I don't really think he'll throw the towel in. But yeah, I don't think there's any chance of him being sacked. Now, football is full of situations where we might think something, we might say something, and then the opposite happens. So no one can be quite...
And the ladies, Dr. Gladys and Phantom and Rose. We all have a lovely show every weekday. So join us for a lovely show.
Say hello to Phantom.